Power. Book 2, Ghosts.
Yes.
Monster. Episode 9. It's your boy Dane Diddy.
Ambitious Ace.
Bang, bang, boomerang.
I feel like I got to start off saying what I've been saying every episode.
Oh, here.
What?
And Courtney Kemp, we trust.
I knew that was
Courtney Kemp. Is that not what I said when the episode was over? I was like, what'd I say? I told them dudes to trust Courtney.
Dang.
She was gonna figure it out. She's a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Fire Patty Jenkins and let Courtney Kemp do the next Wonder Woman. It'll be fire and drama filled.
They ain't ready for Courtney. Wonder Woman is not ready for Courtney.
I'm
Okay?
pretty sure Gal Gadot would be like, I'm ready. Let's get this cracking.
We don't need Wonder Woman catching bodies out here.
Yeah, Wonder Woman to start snapping necks around here. I'm pretty sure Courtney can write a script not full of any of that.
You know
stuff.
she gonna have some
Okay,
twists and
good point.
turns in there. Come on.
Oh
now.
yeah, it's gonna be the greatest end credit scene ever. You're gonna be like, yo, when the next movie coming out? ASAP.
man.
Anyway, man, so where did it start off? In class? This episode started off in class, right? No.
How
It started off with Kane partying.
crazy. No. Yeah, he was partying, chopping up bodies.
That's right.
with GTG.
The look that he gave my man.
He having too much fun putting body parts.
He
in
having too
bags.
much fun, man.
And that was his people, though, right? That was
Now. Oh, yeah. That was Guap. What's his name? Guap?
Yeah,
that was Guap
Guap's
people.
people.
Yeah.
That was a tough scene.
Yeah, so they chopping up the bodies, throwing them, and I'm just like disgusted. So after that, I think it went to class, right? You see Tariq waking up. I just knew he was about to start running.
With a text from 2-Bit, where my money at.
So he gets to class. Man, I need to find out the girl's name. I love her character, even though she's only there for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I forget her name every time she's on screen too, and I don't see it on the cast
long,
list.
super ghetto name, right?
I thought she was a rapper, though.
I thought she was a rapper. Her name's not up here.
But yeah, I think everybody know who you're referring to though.
The girl in class that always checks Lauren.
Yes.
That always has the dope shit to say.
Talks like she got long nails.
Yes, and she will stab you. She got a knife in her purse right now. Maybe a box cutter.
She about that life.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But I love her character, man.
Yeah.
I hope they continue to make sure she has a moment in this. Maybe she'll get an even bigger role because she's one of those people that you want to see make it. She's about her life and everything like that.
What's that?
I love the whole talk about Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And it was funny too because when Lauren said what she said to Jabari about the small racial turn, I was like, that was minor. And it's funny that he said the same thing. I was just like, damn right, Jabari.
Jabari got some cool points for that moment because
Yeah.
he really dug into it deep, and I actually liked his perspective on this whole take, and I like how he directed that. That was cool. He get a cool point from me for that one.
We'll have a point. You know what I'm saying? He was right about that. I don't know the story of Frankenstein too well, other than like the animated series. So of course that didn't have no racial undertones. I knew it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know it too well, but it was very educational.
But I like that aspect of this part of the episode because Courtney always finds some way to make the, I guess you want to say, B story to collaborate with the A story. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a really nice way to acknowledge a lot of characters in this show, actually, about the aspect of being a monster and everything and why they became this monster. So shout out to Courtney once again placing these nice plot techniques to actually make you think.
It's like assignments. I feel like Tariq is learning each assignment.
Well, what Tariq should have learned is that stay away from Lauren because she's basically Angela 2.0.
I think he know now.
Yo, she a snitch.
He know now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's
with
like,
them
everybody deserves to be in prison, especially the killers and the drug dealers. And it's just like, Tariq's like, you talking about me, bitch. I'm out.
He said, just don't talk to me.
people. Yeah,
I felt that.
Yeah.
that's
for
when you
real.
leave the chat.
For real. For real. So, what we did miss talking about was before that, they spoke to Carrie, him, and the white teacher. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah. They spoke to my man.
Laz Alonso came in.
Buttermilk. I can't. I gotta keep calling him that.
I'm not gonna call him that. I mean, he kills that role.
I know, but I was happy to see him though.
I was
just
happy
like,
to see
oh
Laz
yeah,
too.
let's go.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, man, come on, man. Power getting everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Laz Alonso in here, and he
Yeah.
basically got Carrie to basically say she was gonna snitch on somebody without snitching. She was gonna dry snitch somebody out.
Oh yeah, she was dry snitching.
So, but Jabari thinks he's about to find who she's sleeping with because
Boy, he got
he
so
still
amped.
thinks it's Tariq. Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, we'll bring anybody to justice. We'll find them, no matter what." I was just like, "Boy, sit down."
That was believable. Good.
Yeah.
Good impression. That was fine.
Yeah, so as the episode goes on, man, we see Tariq go. We see what the effects are of Kane not being around with the Tejadas. The comeback came back short. The product came back short, and Tariq has coke now,
Yes.
as opposed to pills, which he wanted to stay away from. But luckily, Braden came around and threw out the idea like, "Yo, you need to holler at Effie," and it was a genius idea.
I have a bone to pick with that. I know in Courtney we trust, but why don't Tariq just let Braden in a little bit?
He started
to, but I'm just saying, like right then and there, he was just like, "Yo, it was Kane." Like
technically, it was Kane. Because I misunderstood. Because at first I even said to 1080p, I was like, "Why is he still lying?" Technically, he's not lying.
Yeah.
Kane
Not lying.
did happen.
Yeah.
But he just didn't go into detail yet. Basically, it's probably a conversation that they had in the car, which they continue outside of the car.
Right.
So I feel like he did start coming clean to him.
Yeah.
So
I just hope, like,
he's starting to feel. He's starting to realize, like, I feel like Tariq had a real revelation this episode.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Because he was just like, "Look, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
All of it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody understands me. Nobody gets me but Effie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Effie don't even know if she could trust me because Tariq looks at people getting to know him as a form of weakness for him.
Because of what he's learned from Ghost.
Yeah.
But since him and Effie are the same, he'll never really trust her because he always thinks her knowing him is going to be bad for him. But Effie is probably the best person for him on this show.
Well, she had that realization at that moment, saying that I knew I was a monster the day that I gave you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was a bar right there. And
Yeah,
I think,
it was.
And I think Tariq.
It was a
acknowledged
bar.
that.
It was the douche, but it was the douche with Courtney's name in there. It's just like, yo, you a beast.
So I think at that moment, he kind of started thinking like, he needs to be acknowledging himself for all the things that he's done in his life, which we'll get to later in the episode.
I think going back to the Braden thing, like I thought it was a dope move for him to kind of open up just a little bit because he kind of touched more on what was it Riley?
Riley, yeah.
He talked more about that. Showed the
I was
pictures.
happy about that. Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah.
And they went with Effie. That Effie scene, I felt like Effie has came to terms with who she is. I don't think Tariq has yet came to terms.
I think he did at the end.
Yeah. By the end of this episode, he definitely has.
Because you click, there were a lot of key points where you saw it clicking in Tariq's head how to handle things. Like his mom wants him to be a killer, but he looks at it like there's different ways of doing this other than killing because he didn't kill Epiphany.
I feel that's
now,
kind of
Ghost possibly, because didn't Ghost give somebody money to run away and it ended up coming back to bite him in the ass later?
Yep.
Or am I tripping? The sister. Whose sister?
Angela's
Angela's sister?
Mm-hmm.
He gave her money to run away?
He gave her money from the will.
No. There was somebody early in the show, there was a situation where somebody needed to go away. And I feel like Ghost gave him money. It was a witness. Hold up.
Was it
Oh, the girl.
It was
The girl.
Tommy's girl, right?
No,
the girl
he
with the
tried
shoes, right?
No.
No, not the pink. No,
one
no.
in the very
the girl
first
at
body.
the very first episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave her money.
He gave her money from the first episode.
So I feel like
And she came back on trial.
So I feel like this
Yeah.
might be one of those moments where in Courtney we trust, but any character that ain't die is gonna come back. So in like season 2, 3, or 4 of Ghost, Epiphany is gonna pop back up.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, will it matter though? Since Ghost is since Spook is actually coming clean, it looks like.
Well, one thing, we'll go back on Tasha. I have two points about Tasha this episode. One, I thought it was clever of her to get Paula in like she did, because she acknowledged the fact that, you know, she saw that Davis had some sort of attachment to her. So I thought that was pretty smooth and apparent, and how she got, you know, Paula to come in and, you know, confess everything to her.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a concern I have with Tasha. She doesn't want Tariq to be doing all this stuff, yet she enables him to she encourages him to be this way, even though she doesn't want him to be a part of his life. And I think that's a very big problem with her as a person, because you can't. It's kind of selfish.
Yeah.
In a way.
But is Tariq actually going all the way through with it? Because if he wasn't,
I think he's going to get. It's going to get to the point where Tariq is going to be like, enough is enough.
But he's already at that point.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Because technically, if he was going to listen to his mom, he would shut the hell up. First of all, he would have killed Epiphany. Second of all, he wouldn't come clean about what he's doing, what he did.
I feel like
I'm pretty sure if he called his mom and said, "Hey, mom, I'm about to tell him everything," she'd be like, "No, shut up."
He is moving. He's like, she's trying to use him like she used Ghost. The same tactics that she did on Ghost, she's doing on Tariq, right?
Exactly.
And I think Tariq is picking up on it, and he's kind of making the same decisions as his dad, trying to make that separation a lot earlier.
Yeah.
And I felt like Ghost listened to Tasha more so when he was younger. Tariq is not doing that. And also, there's some dualities between Kane and Ghost that I've been seeing.
Yes.
And Spook.
Tariq, yes.
Tariq. I've been seeing the dualities between those two, because Tariq listens, like he's turning into a monster because of Tasha on accident. I don't think she wants to turn him into a monster, but she is turning him into a monster.
Because it's all she knows.
That's all she knows. And I think
he said it. All I'm doing is what my parents taught me.
Ooh.
That's what Kane said. And that's what's getting me to the point where I kind of see. We've seen this split between Kane and Monet.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same split can happen between Tariq and Tasha.
I think what's going to end up happening, this is my prediction, and I still don't know if it'll all the way come clean because it's only one more episode left. But I feel like we're going to get Tariq looking at Monet more as his mother than his mother.
Yes.
Because I feel like Tariq might end up having to kill Kane in the next episode. Because we set it up. Kane wants Tariq dead. We already set it up. We already heard Monet say, if he comes looking for you, defend yourself. I won't even hold that against you. And she's seeing that she needs somebody like Tariq. And on top of that, Drew doesn't want to be part of the family.
There's one key. Remember, she said, "What about your father?" You just said. I think she's interested in that.
Yeah.
Oh, before they got shot up, and I think they might have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
And once she found out that he was, I don't know what the word, brave enough or strong enough to kill his own father, Monet go take that and find that as like some sort of.
Well, he was loyal to his mother at the same time.
Yeah. So that is dangerous. This finale and the rest of the show, man.
So are you done with Lauren at this point?
I feel like Lauren is going to somehow get in the way of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I feel like she got that Angela mentality, you know? She's going to find some way to get in. I think it's going to come up with this investigation.
So where do you think Diana's going to land in all of this, especially with Effie being out here?
I don't know. I think go ahead.
I don't know. She has a lot to deal with right now because Drew just got shot, right? He's already kind of out the game. You know, he wants to get out the game. Kane is gone at this point.
Well, she slapped the shit out of him, too.
And she slapped him.
So that just lets you know she wasn't playing with him when she said what she said to him.
And Kane messed up everything in some regard.
I want to quick spot out because Woody McClain is playing Kane's character to a T.
Hold on. Let's not just everybody in that family.
But I want to spotlight Woody though because
Drew.
listen, because that part at the end when they were at the hospital or whatever, like Kane is a crazy motherfucker. Okay,
yes,
he is wild. He's a killer. But at that point, I felt sad for him because you can see the sadness. Like, Mom, you made me this way. Mom, like he kept on calling her, and it was just like that innocence came out at that moment. And this character that is just so a ruthless killer.
I feel like that came out of everybody on this episode.
No, most definitely.
You
but
it
was just really apparent from Woody though at that moment. I just really want to point that out.
But we saw with Drew at the table. like he don't want to be part of this shit.
Yeah.
You saw it with Monet while she was sitting on the bench
Mm-hmm.
because she was full of anger, but she was extremely emotional.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just that moment where it's just like when something you're mad because she said to him, "Why ain't you been here?" Technically, she's the reason why he ain't been there.
That was emotional. That was straight emotion right there, and I love that scene.
But Monet's also looking at it from the parent standpoint of if you would have
just listened,
we wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be in this point if you've been here for us.
Yeah.
So that I love when she said, "Why weren't you here?" Because
but she
that
didn't
means
teach him to be jealous though.
Yeah, but that's what I love that scene because it spoke so many volumes. It was just like she's not just asking why you haven't been here. Why haven't you just stuck with the family like you should have?
And you got a chance to see, Kane, you dumb.
Yeah.
You are so dumb.
Yeah.
And
You ain't lying.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he dumb for real. I see why Monet didn't want to put him in charge. In that moment, I was like, you know what? I think Tariq's he's the man for the job. You can't adopt Tariq. Can you technically adopt Tariq at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know we kind of passed it, but what y'all feel about Davis and Sachs?
So, as far as that goes, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I kind of care less right now. There's so much more interesting stuff going on the show. Like I'm so invested in the Tejada family, and the Tariq issue that they got me to not care about McClain. And the thing is when I say not care, it's not like I don't care at all. Like I definitely want to see what the conclusion to this is, because at some point, her name is Deborah, right?
Who?
His assistant.
Paula. Yeah, Paula.
Paula's definitely going to pop back up into the scenario some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But at the current time, I'm actually more invested in the fact that Tamika got added back to this way she did. And she's going to be defending Tariq against McClain and Sachs.
Ooh.
To me, that's more interesting than what the fuck happens between I hate Sachs. So I can care less what happens to him. As long as Method Man is still in the show, that'll be interesting for me. But to me, the more interesting aspect is Tamika being added to this. But I'm really interested in what's going on with the Tejada family. Okay. What the hell's going to happen with Carrie now, especially with Jabari.
She pulled that Batman move, though. Monet came in there with she was just sitting there.
So to me, the Sachs and McClain thing is the least interesting thing on the show with everything.
I won't say the least interesting
especially
thing.
with Jabari and Carrie, because y'all hate it since the first episode.
And I'm still hating on Jabari.
And now that is such an interesting story.
No. Carrie is interesting. Get it right.
Because
Jabari is in the way.
Yes, but it's necessary. Jabari, he wants to snitch so bad.
Oh, you can see it.
But he needs this book.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I just want to.
Oh, I want to tell him.
Yeah, exactly. He's the worst kind of snitch.
Well, I'm happy to see Sachs. I feel like at this point, Sachs kind of grabbed his nuts on this one.
He was trying to tell Cooper off.
Yeah. I call him Ball Sachs right now. You know what I'm saying? He kind of did his thing on this one. I'm kind of interested to see him kind of going at it, because this whole time he's been holding back.
Yeah.
Now we get to see Saxophone Sachs really go off. I've been waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? So them working together. So I kind of like that dynamic. I'm interested.
I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. The scene where Tariq was at gunpoint with Monet.
Oh, Monet.
Yeah, I thought that was, once again.
I think he gave up. I think he's tired of everything.
No,
like
I don't think he gave up. I think that was his point of acknowledging who he is. And I loved all the callbacks to the previous series and everything, because those are really defining moments that made him who he is today. And I really love how that all came full circle. So I just wanted to point that out, because this show has had some really, really dope callbacks to have everything, wrapping in together.
Kemp.
Yeah, because at that point, like I said, I found out that Kane is dumb. And then I was like, Tariq is really bad. This whole time, I was like, but he's really caused a lot of death and destruction. Even though he hasn't really physically he only caught maybe 1 or 2 bodies?
Yeah.
He's really caused a lot of damage within his space. So I thought that was a really good callback.
Yeah, I love the whole addition of that callback. All I could think of is Courtney is a beast. I swear that's all I was thinking. Like, all of this still matters.
Yeah.
How many people were like, I'm not watching Power. I'm not watching this ghost crap because James St. Patrick is dead. I've been calling for him to die since season 4, and I was right. As soon as he died, tell me this thing didn't just get all of a sudden super interesting. Man.
It's super
One more thing. Do you think Zeke is going to be a problem for the family?
No. Not yet. Not this season.
Okay.
I think Carrie is going to be a problem because she knows what happened with Zeke. And Jabari, so you got Monet holding this over her head. She don't want to lose her career. And then you got Jabari, who she's still sexually addicted to, who wants to snitch, who is starting to figure out what's going on, but he needs it for his book.
Will he have an aha moment when he finds out it's Zeke? And will his frustrations kind of change?
I don't know if he'll find out it's Zeke on the
So
next
you're telling me
episode.
so he
on
gonna
the
finish
next episode.
So he's going. My thing is he probably gonna continue to
He still
press on
thinks it's-
Tariq,
He still thinks it's Tariq.
and his
but-
ass go get killed.
because
Yeah.
he saw Tariq. See, his thought process, you got to look at it from him. His thought process is she's fucking Tariq, and Tariq is connected to Zeke because he didn't know that Zeke was. So he's putting the real story together. He's just missing key information.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know how he's gonna manage it. And then you got to remember, he keeps calling on Tariq in class because he wants his perspective so he can write it in his book. So it's like Jabari is the wild card here. Like I feel like Monet isn't, man. Like just Monet, just her presence and just seeing how shook Carrie looked as she stood up to walk around. She's done. She's not saying nothing. She might not even screw Zeke anymore. Like, I think that's how scared she was.
Oh, a good point. So you got to think about it.
Yeah.
But was she a prosecutor or something, or did she work for the police?
Yeah,
Who?
she was a prosecutor.
Who's the prosecutor?
Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was.
You didn't hear her say that? She was a prosecutor once. That's how she knows Davis.
She them folks.
So I think, that's going to tie in later. That's why I feel like Jabari is just waiting to go. It's just,
Oh
a
yeah.
moment
Oh,
of
Jabari,
peace.
yeah, he gotta.
he is not about. He needs this book. He needs it. Like, bro, he was at the bar drinking.
Either
heavy.
Jabari gonna die or he gonna lose his job. One of the two.
Some.
Something.
Somebody got died in this last episode. I think it's gonna be Kane. But even and when I say that, I don't want Kane to die yet.
Yeah, because he's such a great character, but he can't
He's
can't
such a
coexist
problem.
with Tariq.
And Monet, no.
Yeah, and Monet, he can't.
He can't coexist with Monet.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And if he does, it's gonna be a huge twist and surprise for him to actually accept Tariq if he was to get back in
He's
the
never
family.
accepted
And I don't think that can happen.
Do you see any wild thing happening, like wild prediction for last episode?
I have no idea.
I mean, your prediction came true this episode.
What was that?
Tommy came in a flashback.
So you think Tommy gonna show up in the next episode?
I hope so. I hope so. Because I need the Kane and Tariq. I need that to last like almost a whole season.
And
Them moments.
don't forget about 2-Bit floating in the wind.
I feel like
You
this
know?
trial is going to promote probably some returning characters, especially with Tariq taking a stand. I think eyes are going to be.
Oh, Tommy gonna come and sit in the back.
Yeah, you go see that weird, probably in the hood or that. What was the classic jacket and the
Oh,
hat
yeah.
that they had when he did a hit in earlier seasons? We gonna see that Tommy show up and just be like,
I think we
Is that Tommy Egan sitting in the back of the courtroom? Because Sax is gonna know him as soon as he see him.
Yeah, they gonna know.
But yeah, I think this trial is about to prompt some
And we know
familiar
Sax
faces.
got to get fired. That was predetermined in the first episode when his brother talked crap about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sax got to lose his job, and I don't feel like that's a bold prediction.
But
It
he-
just has to happen.
Well, we can because we got the new lawyer now added to the mix.
Tamika's gonna get both. Well, I don't know about McClane. Like he's just too Weasley to let go right now. You got to have him. He got to be here to represent somebody because you lose Proctor, you need a Weasley lawyer around, right?
True.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's more likable, Proctor or McClane. Most people are probably leaning towards Proctor right now just because he never snitched.
And Tariq got something out for Davis now to know that he was plotting against them.
Well, not just that. Natari knows that he was plotting against her too. So since the mother, now that she knows, Tasha knows. Like I said, it's just getting really interesting, man. Shout out to Courtney.
Yeah. Shout out.
Trust in Courtney Kemp. If you disagree, I'm pretty sure you guys are hearing from your friends of how good Power is all of a sudden. It's been good all season. But
Oh my God.
yeah, they watch it now. Yeah.
Anything else, man?
Can't
Great
wait till next
episode.
week. Can't wait. We sure it's
Can't
coming
wait.
next week?
Yeah, unless they changed it.
I mean,
Please don't.
are we sure? I didn't watch the preview, so I'm not. Is
I
it
never
sure
watched
we's
the
coming
preview.
next week? Please let us know.
Anything else, man?
No, this is 5. Keep
Set.
it up.
Yes.
Jabari gets half a point too. Yeah. Still can't wait for him to go. He's expired. So shout out.
All right, y'all. Peace.